Hello, all you happy people. Welcome to Pretty Doesn't Bite. People suck. You know the people I'm talking about, the people who cut you off when you're driving, the people who ignore you when you need something from them, the people who put the water bottles that you want on the back of the top shelf in the grocery store. Maybe that's just me. I've noticed that everywhere, all around the world, people suck. And that's kind of a problem. But there's not a whole lot that you can do about other people. One of the things that I've learned is that nobody changes unless they want to change. And that goes for me, it goes for you, it goes for everybody in the whole wide world. So I can't do anything about other people's suckage. I have to work on mine. So every day, I have to wake up and make a choice. Am I going to be Sweeney Todd, or am I going to be Jean Valjean? Now, for those of you who don't watch movies, or read books for that matter, because both of those characters came from a book, bet you didn't know that. Yeah, you probably did. I'll abbreviate for you. So, both Jean Valjean and Sweeney Todd, I have noticed, have a lot in common. They were both sent to prison for an extremely long time. One of them actually committed a crime, the other one didn't, so there's that. But the time that they spent in prison was extremely unjust. They were hurt by people that they should have been able to trust. And upon their release, they had to choose what kind of lives they were going to build. And here's where the characters really diverge. Sweeney Todd decides to basically murder his way into some sense of retribution. Basically, his MO is all about revenge. The man who essentially drove his wife crazy and stole his daughter, he's trying to kill him, and he's going to kill anybody in his way to get to that end. Whereas Jean Valjean, who was also extremely wronged, has this life-changing sort of conversion moment and has to decide, is he going to be that person who's driven by revenge, who's driven by hurt, or is he going to take what he's learned from that, take the treatment that he endured, and use it to make other people's lives better, which he does. You should watch the movie or read the book. You should probably watch the movie because the book is like that thick, and I am known for being the reader in my family, and I haven't even gotten through it yet, but that's partially because I'm in grad school and I don't have time. Anyway, I have to wake up every morning and decide, am I going to be the human version of a slasher movie, or am I going to remember that just as I have been wronged, I have also very likely wronged other people. The Bible talks a whole lot about forgiveness. And I am talking to myself just as much as I am talking to anybody out there who's watching. I am the best, okay? Like, you've never met anybody better at holding grudges. And that's not good. And I realized this past week, you know, sometimes you just have like those moments where you're like, I should really get my life together. I kind of had one of those moments this past week. And this is one of my character flaws. It's a major character flaw. It's something that I need to work on. When you wake up in the morning, you have to choose. You know that people suck. We're going with that just in general. We know that that's a thing. But you have to decide how you're going to deal with that. One of the verses in a group of verses that I really love, that I just, you know, you hear it all the time and you never actually read it for yourself, and I've sort of like read it for myself. And there's a lot more in it spiritually, and a lot more in it like beauty-wise. It's a really beautiful passage of the Bible. But it's Matthew 5 in this section that's normally referred to as the Beatitudes. I'm pretty sure I said that right. It's verse 11, and I'm reading from the New King James Version just to simplify things. But it says, "Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you." So that's something that I really have to meditate on. When people treat me less well than I think they should, it's not always all bad. You know, I don't know what they're going through, and they don't know what I'm going through. Let's be more considerate, people. Meditating on this verse specifically just lets me know, you know, it's okay when people say things about you that aren't necessarily true, because A, your definition is not in what other people say. You are defined by what Yah says you are and not by what other people say that you are, which sounds a lot like that really obnoxious verse or phrase that like famous people say, like, "Oh my God can judge me." That's another video. I'm not even going to get into that here. Focus on how he sees you and not what other people say. So I hope this video like made sense and you kind of got my point. People suck. Don't be Sweeney Todd. Forgiveness is great. Yeah. If you like this video, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. And watch my last video because it only had like 3 views. Awkward. And I will see you guys on Sunday. So have a great day.